Hi everyone, my name is Antonia Villa and this is my presentation for EDL 951 Module 4. In this presentation I will be role-playing that I am interviewing for the superintendent position and you are the interview committee. And so I'm presenting this to you. Alright, I am interviewing at USD 218 Elkhart Public Schools, home of the Fighting Wildcats. All right, so thank you for giving me the opportunity to share how I will help reach the educational goals of this district. And the first thing we'll need to do is probably sit down and set our goals. Perhaps you've already have the goals set as board members, but I would like some time to go over them and help come up with different ideas or continue what we're doing. Perhaps what you've done in the past is working and we're just going to sit and figure out what can I do to help make it work better, or maybe there are some things we need to change, and I am willing to find different ways to help meet the school's goals. I'll start with, I've gone over your mission statement, and your mission statement states, striving for excellence the Wildcat way, also known as E3, exceeding expectations every day. And I can accomplish this by setting our expectations of, to meet the educational goals from the very beginning and following up on the expectations. I believe that you always have to follow up. It's not something that you can tell or share with a group of administrators or a group of teachers and know that it's going to get done. They get busy, we all get busy, so there's nothing like a follow-up. We'll go on with your vision statement. Your vision statement states, all Wildcats believe in their power to embrace learning, to excel, and to own their future. That sends a very, very strong message to me. That right there immediately tells me that it's up to the teachers, it's up to the students, it's up to the staff, it's up to us administrators, that we take charge of the future. And all this can be accomplished by being engaged in their lessons, being engaged in their activities, being engaged in even the community activities that they take part in. I am one that would like to be visible at school events, and it doesn't matter whether it's at pre-K, it doesn't matter whether it's at the high school or middle school. I feel that a superintendent needs to be visible. I'm not saying that at every event, but it sends a very loud message whenever a superintendent takes time to see exactly what all's going on in his school, his or her school. And I feel like the staff will understand the importance of meeting the expectations. And so, like I said earlier, it sends a loud message whenever you see a superintendent at different activities. What to expect of me as your superintendent? Number one, communication. Communication with you, the school board, and I will do this through weekly notes. I will, your preference, I can email them, or you can come and pick up a copy here at the office. Also the board agenda. I will always let you know before a board meeting of any new policies or any new concerns we have. I would rather us, just find different solutions, come up with different ideas instead of before the board meeting instead of at the board meeting. The other thing is I have an open door policy, and this open door policy pertains to everyone. With the open door policy, you're more than welcome to come into the office and share your concerns. Do understand, though, that I will, just what I share with one, I will share with all. The other thing are, if you have any concerns with anything that's going on with one of the buildings, we'll follow our chain of command, and if you let me know, and I can let the building administrator know, and he or she can let his teacher or staff know, and I'll follow up and get back with you on what was resolved. The next thing is as I mentioned earlier, the chain of command, I think that's something that we need to keep in mind even when we're not in school. If we're out in public, that's also something that I would like to keep consistent. The other thing is I would like us both, the school board, the whole school board and myself, to understand our role and the role in school as well as in the public. Policies, as I mentioned earlier, I'll review the policies and I'll share my understanding of the policies with you. And if there's any question or concern on anything, I will bring you facts and data. I won't just bring you my opinion or my recommendation. I will bring you the research that I've done. What should USD 218 staff expect of me? Our administrators, we will have meetings. The administrators will get together, and I will, being a first year superintendent, it'll be something that we'll have to remind ourselves, we've got to stay focused. We need to make sure that our meetings are meaningful and that we're just not meeting to meet. I'll make sure to review our mission and vision statement as well as our school goals. And again, setting the expectation and following through with those expectations. And again, like I said earlier, being visible in the buildings is to me is very important. Oops, I'll go back to this other piece. I'm sorry. I found this clip art where it shared, exactly who all am I going to communicate with and what about. And so like on the administration team, these are different, these are just the different topics that we would talk about. Curriculum, communication, newsletter, surveys, and so forth. Okay, what to expect of me as your superintendent out in the community. I would like to take part in different community meetings. We have the Lions Club. We also have even the city council meetings. I don't think there's anything wrong with being seen, just being out there. The more the public sees you're interested in the community, I feel like the more they will understand, okay, not only does she want to work in the school district, but she also wants to be a part of the community. So then they realize that if taxes ever have to go up, it's not that I'm doing it to hurt the community. It's because it's something that needs to be done. After all, I do want to be a part of the community, so why would I want to pay higher taxes myself? Again, my open door policy, I strongly believe in you coming in and visiting with me. It's not something that I don't think it'll be a problem. And the same I'll tell parents, and the same I will tell my administrators and our staff. Overall, I feel like a superintendent really needs to form a strong partnership with the community. We also need to build a strong partnership with our admin team. I also strongly believe in respect. We may not always agree on everything, but and it's okay to disagree. I've learned throughout the years that it doesn't matter what we disagree on within the office. At the moment that we're done with the conversation, everyone walks out, but we're still wearing the same school colors. For us, it's black and orange, so we're still a black and orange team, and we need to represent that outside of the school district as well. So what I'm trying to get at is, if we don't agree on something, I feel like I need to still, put on a face to where, okay, I didn't agree with you, but we're still a part of one team. And so that's the message we need to send out to our community. Also, I need to send out the message of valuing individuals, valuing education, and valuing you, and you valuing us. And I feel like when individuals feel like they're valued and appreciated, they go that extra mile even more. Accountability is huge, and within our board meetings, I feel like our principals should have time to explain what's going on in their buildings. I will require them to turn a monthly report on their buildings, but I also feel like, we need to expect them to know exactly what's going on as far as, curriculum assessments, and even the the good things about what the staff is doing and what the kids are doing. Flexibility, I don't think there ever will be a day where we know exactly what we're doing every day. I think you can walk in, have a plan, not even accomplish one thing, and that's okay. That's one of the things about being a superintendent. You never know what, as my former superintendent said, you never know what water pipe's going to bust. So just be ready for that. At the end of the day, I feel like we are the champions for the children and for our children and for our public education. And that's something that as I was reading the articles, that really stuck in my head. If we can't be our children's champions, our children's cheerleaders, then, what do they have? They spend the majority of the time with us. So we really need to be there for our kids. And that's a huge message that I would like to send out to my staff. And those are the references I used. And thank you for your time. And hopefully we will visit with each other again. Thank you.